guys. That was Players 8. What's up? New meta. Bye-bye, Mosiac. You're welcome. You're welcome. Alrighty, so yeah, this is my design. I'm happy to present this to you, and this is my build. So let's go over the stats. It's kind of just like everything. Just going to be enough to wear your gear for strength. Minimal to dex, hopefully 0 if you have enough from Torch and Annie, and just everything to vitality. You're going to get a nice amount of damage reduction with this build from your passives, and a good padding on life. You don't have any block, but maybe down the road that's something you could finagle in with a different setup. I'm sure you can figure out some block. I mean, with this build, you can almost sacrifice like most all of your vitality and put it to dexterity if you really want to go block, but I don't really think you need it. All right, so let's move on to the skills. And this is still up for fine tuning. I still have 22 skills that I haven't put down yet. So there's room to play around. The demon tree is where you're going to start. You can just start with 1 point to everything. But what the build is doing is it's using blood boil to explode the blood of your demons. And it deals physical and fire damage. Very similar to Corpse Explosion, but it doesn't do a portion of the enemy's life. It just sacrifices some of your demon's life to do this amount of physical and fire damage. So amp damage and conviction are going to be great. I think a source of amp damage is probably the best one to shoot for. So the way I'm getting that is I don't have to run Infinity. We can go bind a demon, and I would prioritize one that's cursed first. But if you can get cursed and an aura enchanted with conviction, that is the icing on the cake. It probably took me about 10 runs. I was looking for Hephaestus. I couldn't find him, but I came across this guy. He's also fire enchanted, but his aura is conviction, and he's cursed. He casts out amplify damage all the time. So my Mercenary is free to use Insight, which this is a pretty mana-hungry build. Anyways, so this is your damage, is Blood Boil, and the synergies are Blood Oath. That's going to give you a physical... a fire damage per level. So you max that, and then you're going to max Engorge. That's going to give you the physical damage part of it per level. But the cool part is as you're sacrificing their life, it's draining them, they're dying, you just go ahead and, if you've killed some people, you can hit Engorge, and it's maxed out, so you get a pretty significant heal on all of your demons. It'll basically be like a full rejuvenation potion. It's not full, but it's 77% of their life. Pretty sweet. Now what I've done on top of this is you're going to consume with your skills, your passive skills, just 1 point is going to give you 3 max demons. So you're going to bind one, you're going to have a defiler on you, it's going to kind of help you be tanky, but then you're going to summon a tainted and then consume it to get the negative enemy fire resist buff and then plus fire damage buff. Now beyond that, I've maxed out the Sigil of Lethargy. It seems to work for this build. It slows everyone in a certain radius, and it also makes them take more damage, so that just helps. Again, this isn't really a single target build, but it completely wipes the screen. But the single target's a little slower, but on Players 1, it does pretty well. Now from here, you can kind of go wherever you want. I mean, you could have a little mobility. I mean, I'm using Enigma. You could probably use Abyss. That was my first thought, is to use Abyss to kind of pull people in. But honestly, you're kind of zooming. So like you don't really need to take the time to group them. Your area of effect is so large. It's like 21 yards. So fully maxed. I mean, and you're getting, yeah. So that's that. I mean, you could go on and maybe do a maxed out Tainted, since Blood Boil you max, that's one of the synergies, so it'll make him hit harder. I mean, that's kind of where I was thinking about going from here. So, I mean, it's up to you. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at the gear. I can't decide between a frame faster and casting, so this has the same breakpoints as the Paladin and Necromancer, so we're aiming for either 75 or 125, and I'm kind of stuck between those two. I feel like 75 is a little bit better. You're only gaining 1 frame, But if you just drop down on that one frame, you gain more plus to skills and negative enemy resist and additional skill fire damage. So I think it makes each pop do more damage. So you don't have to, I don't know. It's just one frame. So I feel like this is the best. I've kind of been testing and I feel like the 75 breakpoint's the best. For the 75 breakpoint, I go with, the only thing that you're going to change if you wanted the 125 is the weapon and a ring. Otherwise, everything else is the same. So Meng Song's lesson, again, I think this is so cool that the Warlock is kind of bringing in this element of a lot of items that we would just, oh, these are trophies, but they don't actually have real fit, like really good real world use. Now they do. So you can wield this in one hand. Now you can sacrifice the 65 cast rate from Obsession and Resistances to get the additional skills and plus damage and negative enemy resist. It's really, really nice. And that way you could use a Stone of Jordan. So beyond that, I think a Flickering Flame is a good option. The 3 fire skills works with this skill. Mara's Kaleidoscope make up for resistances. I use an Enigma. In my opinion, this full plate mail looks really sweet on this guy. Look at this drip. Yeah, Mara's. We use this Ars Torbalos, whatever you want to call that. It's the Bale one. This one gives you demon skills. So with this alone, we're getting 2 to demon skills and 4 to blood boil. That is 6 to blood boil. Plus an extra 5. That's 11 to blood boil on your. Yeah, and it has a socket, and I don't even have it socketed, you guys. No way. Ha! That's crazy. Okay. Anyways. Beyond that, Nat's Boots, just easy for resists. You could use some sweet rares. This is a cool build where rare boots would be a great option. Life with water walks, whatever you want. I use 1 caster ring to hit that breakpoint. So with this, I'm at 80, so that hits the 75 breakpoint. Arachnid Mesh, so 1 to skills, faster cast rate, obviously. Stone of Jordan, mana, this is mana hungry. And a Mage Fist. The cast rate and the fire skills both apply. From here, I'm using a Flame Rift. I think the immediate fire damage is probably the most accessible. So I feel like this is the one worth having a Sunder for instead of the physical charm. But it's kind of up to you. You could even wear both, but I don't think it's needed. And the rest is just demon skills, and then life and resistances. Again, this isn't a single player character. I'm just testing, so don't get on me about perfect gear. This is obviously the craziest end game setup you can get. I will be making a leveling build. This might also be a very good starter leveling build. I will test that and I will make a video on that as well. So beyond that, just a Nihilus, Hellfire Torch, we got our CTA and Spirit. Now the Mercenary, I've kind of tried a few things. First I tried an Act 3 because I wasn't going to use Infinity. I don't even need an Act 2 Mercenary. I thought static would be a cool thing, but you're tele-stomping quite a bit, and it seems when you do that, he's close range and doesn't cast static as much. So figured my mana was draining so fast that an Insight Mercenary was going to be the best. I even tried Holy Freeze and Thorns, but the little bits of damage that do come through, having some prayer on you just kind of keeps you topped off constantly. You don't really need it for your demons because Engorge just tops them off on command when you need it. So anyways, Insight, really good quality of life. And I like the Cure. So we're getting that triple benefit. So you're getting triple prayer with the cleansing, the meditation, and his natural prayer aura all at the same time. Just nice quality of life. And then he's wearing a Chains of Honor. His only form of life leech totally caps out the all resistances and 2 to skills. His 2 to skills buff his prayer just a little bit. So that's the Mercenary, that's the gear, that's the skills, that's the stats. I hope you guys enjoy this. I love off-meta stuff. This feels very off-meta, but I bet you anything this is going to turn into kind of a staple. This seems to be a really good players 1 kind of starter farmer. I think obviously when you hit players 8, the boss kill speed is going to kind of suffer, but it seems to clear in players 8 pretty well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this content. Let's share ideas together. Post down there what you think. Did this inspire you? Did you get any kind of like random ideas when you heard anything I said or saw anything in particular, let me know. Let's build stuff together. I love this. I love how like it seems like this new fire has come up under Diablo 2. This is my favorite game of all time. I'm coming back. I'm making more videos. I'm going to be trying to push a bunch of things to their limit. I'm always going to be trying to go with some off-meta stuff. I want to help everyone out. Get some ladder starters. We got a ladder coming up. So again, I'm going to be coming out with a starter build for this one in particular and probably some others. I'm going to finish up all 8 characters to have at least one starter build for each. Just want to help you all. So let's get out there. Let's have some fun. And let's share some ideas together. If you like this, give me a like down there. Give me a subscribe. Follow this journey. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Okay, so the problem is going to be against Bale when my demons are probably just going to die. Are there any... That's not bad. Whoa. Okay. Well, you're welcome.